What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. And in today's video, we're taking a look at a really awesome shoutcast here in the Master League by none other than my good friend and student, Sir Breezy. Sir Breezy is a trainer that came to me for coaching many seasons ago, and ever since we've sat down together and gone over everything that we've gone over, he's come so far as a trainer, has hit legend many times now, every season since. And not only do I get to showcase one of my students, but I also get to show everybody just how proud I am of this trainer and how far he's come since he and I have sat down and started going through the gameplays together. So without further ado, let's get into the battles here and take a look at this super strong Master League team featuring Ho-Oh with the newly buffed Incinerate. We got a really good lead here. It's Zacian. We love this. Zacian's not swapping out, so you almost have to assume that it's probably got trainer, goes for the extra Incinerate instead of the CMP tie, which is great because you want to go for that extra energy anyway. Having that energy stored up for the Lugia that swaps, and the opponent's Zacian, by the way, did not even bother to throw the Wild Charge, so you can tell that they are a close combat, play rough type of Zacian. Almost think it would have been better to just swap out immediately in that case, but then the opponent swaps in Lugia, and Dialga, the Shundo Dialga, it's got to be a Shundo, right? What's the CP on this thing? I think it's a Shundo, right? I don't know, I can't see. Y'all can tell me in the comments if it's a Shundo. I don't know Master League CPs off the back of my head, but you still get the shiny Dialga. The opponent full sends the Aeroblast. It gets... He says no, dude. I ain't got dealing with this. Dialga. Now, this is a matchup I'm very interested to see how it's changed. The opponent just goes into Ursaluna. Okay, respect it. And we got Sir Breezy going straight into the shinies there. And this dude... Two shinies? I'm surprised the Ho-Oh's not shiny too, man. Where's the flex? I need triple shinies. This video's gonna bomb because it's not 3 shinies. Anyway, Ursaluna full sends the high horsepower. Xerneas looking for some more energy, shields up that high horsepower just to guarantee that it wins switch here because it really wants to, have either some energy on the back end to deal with the Dialga or just full send this close combat and get this Ursaluna the heck out of here. Opponent gonna have to put down 2 shields to win switch. They decide not to put any down, but that could be a mistake now as Dialga comes in and this Xerneas is gonna pop off a close combat. Is it gonna get to 2? I don't know, it's not. There's no way. But getting back even shields, very little farm for the Dialga here as the Ho-Oh comes back in, tries to go for the Sacred Fire, but the opponent has a move ready. Does Sir Breezy call the Iron Head? No, he calls the freaking Draco Meteor, dude. A freaking Draco Meteor comes through, and the opponent comes in with a Groudon. That is not a swap in to a Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh goes straight for the Brave Bird. Dude, those Incinerates are ripping the Groudon apart, okay? The win condition here is clearly Dialga, right? We just saved the shield for Dialga, or never mind, there's no shield to save, but Dialga comes and farms down, and then I'm pretty sure their Dialga is within range of basically getting slapped by an Iron Head, has to shield it because they have to leave HP for the Incinerate damage is going to come very shortly after. So they shield it up, and they have to full set a Draco Meteor to take out this Dialga. Are they going to get there? Trainer gets to the Draco Meteor, apparently, but is in one Incinerate range of being taken out, but we're going to see Breezy say, nah, dude, I'm not taking that risk. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird. This is going to guarantee the KO, and that's a good game. Well played. All right, we got a Yveltal on the lead in the next game. Ho-Oh actually does very well in this matchup because I think it takes a little bit more than 2 Dark Pulses or Oblivion Wings to KO. And, whoa, dude. Throws on 4. That's immaculate timing for Incinerate. Instead of throwing right when he gets it, he goes for the turn 20, which is 4 Incinerates, which is the optimum timing for being able to throw Incinerate into a 3-turn move. But the other problem here is that Yveltal has a ton of energy, but given that it's a Ho-Oh and a Xerneas, I don't really see that energy going very much anywhere, honestly. But Kyogre is going to be taking the Dragon Breath damage. Goes for the Blizzard, shields the Blizzard. The man knew it. He's respecting the Blizzard, dude. Whoa. A fellow Blizzard enjoyer like myself. I love running Blizzard on my Kyogre just for this kind of reason. But you have to respect it, man. You can't just let that go because you will just get clapped. So Yveltal is coming in to throw the energy. They've got the Dark Pulse. Maybe they're looking for a farm down after this. They might just get it too. Dude, that is a dangerous farm down. Okay, Ho-Oh is going to come back in. Opponent goes for 1 and then throws, which is in this particular situation not as ideal for timing, but it's fine. And Sir Breezy just full sends his Brave Bird right away. Doesn't bother going for any extra moves because he knows that the opponent will get to another move. Opponent has no shields. There's a Dialga. That's a good game. Bam. complete Zygarde is here in the next game, and Ho-Oh's just tickling it, dude. What? What do you even do? Opponent goes for the CMP tie here and absolutely just lets the full Incinerate through. And that's why it's fine. Like, that's why you want to prioritize going for ideal timing, because if the opponent tries to throw on alignment like that, you can simply just say, nah, dude, it's fine. I'm going to get a whole Incinerate through. And honestly, one in full Incinerate in almost any situation can truly make or break a whole matchup sometimes. Now, like, obviously with Zygarde, it's not going to matter because the thing's fatter than me, dude. And I'm not super huge, but like Zygarde thick, boy, is pretty much the point I'm trying to make. But anyway, we got Dialga throwing an Iron Head into the Zacian here, so the opponent taking it on the chin. Okay, well at this point you probably just let Dialga say bye. If the opponent goes for close combat, Ho-Oh just farms down at this point. I wonder if it's within one Incinerate now. I haven't played any Master to get myself, but if, oh, they get denied. That's... Oh. Niantic, please fix your dang game. Come on! Wild Charge KOs! Can Xerneas get this farm down? No, not quite. They are going to be able to get to another charge move. It's going to be a Wild Charge, but we're going to have to see what the opponent's got in the back. There's a solid chance that maybe Xerneas, with all this energy, has a chance. One shield, half its HP. Xerneas against the world. There's a Zygarde in the back with no HP. The opponent sends a Dialga. They got ABA Dragon, and they try to catch on Zygarde, and it fails. Breezy just farms down, and the opponent says, nah, fam, I'm done. Good game. Ho-Oh on the lead once again versus Dialga. You know, if I was playing Ho-Oh, I guarantee you I would see at least 47 Kyogres in a row, at least. So, we're going to see how Mr. Sir Breezy here takes the matchup with the Mewtwo into account. He's got Xerneas, and he's got Dialga in the back. So, you got certainly a very solid backline to deal with the Dialga. And at this point, Ho-Oh, you know, just gets the attack drop. So we shield up the first one, hoping for the attack drop. Very smart play there. And Psystrike is going to get the Ho-Oh down to about half. But you can now go for the Brave Bird here, and then look to maybe farm down with Dialga, I would imagine, because you do resist the Psystrike, forces the opponent to go for what could be a Shadow Ball. If he's counting, he knows not to shield this. Trainer's going for a move pretty quick. That could be a Shadow Ball. It's an Ice Beam. Doesn't matter. The attack drop making it completely useless. And the opponent comes in with Dialga with energy disadvantage and no shields. Trainer, what are you doing?
Boom!
Got him. Takes him out in one shot with the Draco Meteor, and then, oh, they have Giratina in the back. That makes a whole lot of sense. So now the trainer's going to have to go for a move in order to not eat this Iron Head, but at this point, doesn't really matter. Xerneas in the back completely one-shots this thing. Even though you get the boost, Trainer, it doesn't matter. This Moonblast is going to hurt. And catching a move on the Ho-Oh. What a Giga Chad play. Doesn't even have to do it, but he says, nah, fam, I'm going in. Shadow Ball takes out the Ho-Oh, saving this one shield, waiting a turn to make sure the opponent doesn't throw or doesn't swap out. Absolute. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. If you have never considered how much coaching can help, this is the result of his training. I'm telling you. This is real Eye of the Tiger right here. Horrible lead. Rhyperior, what are you going to do about this? He stays in with the Ho-Oh, looking to try and get the opponent to maybe throw that breaking swipe, and they do, going straight for a Brave Bird on the CMP, but Rhyperior wins CMP, which is huge. Breaking swipe does nothing but lowers the attack. 50-50 chance now in this new season update. But Brave Bird has a 100% chance to do some damage and lower the defense. But now we're going to see the Xerneas swap in here as Ho-Oh looks to get out of that matchup. And he goes, Trainer goes for the Moonblast, as I apparently have my tongue roll into the back of my throat and prevent me from speaking. Rhyperior looks to be going straight for another breaking swipe? Really? Trainer, no! At least go for the energy for the... Huh? Maybe they had it. I don't know, dude. Mudslap got its energy generation increased. I don't know what the counts are anymore. But the opponent now sends in a Lugia here with a shield advantage. This is looking pretty good. Even if Ho-Oh gets lined up against the Rhyperior again, I reckon that a Sacred Fire would probably be enough to put it out of its misery. And Dialga's just chilling back there with 2 shields, and there's not a whole lot in this entire league that can tangle with a Dialga with 2 shields. So we're going to see the opponent be forced to throw Sky Attack here, or the Aero Blast if they full send it. They do not let it go through. Sir Breezy putting up the shield, says, I'm going to get this Moonblast off, whether you like it or not, Trainer. And that's a CMP tie, it looks like here. So Lugia is either going to shield or go down. The opponent lets the Lugia, but they live with, like, I mean, let's be honest. That's not 1 HP. That's like 10 HP. That's a Lugia. Sky Attack is going to be enough to take KO, but the, oh my god. But the Ho-Oh gets a Incinerate through and now is definitely going to put that Rhyperior down into range. Even though that damage is resisted, that is going to do plenty enough to take it out. And what's in the back? But a Dragonite. Dialga comes in, just has to farm down here. Opponent won't even live long enough to get to 2 moves with that Shadow Dragonite. That's a flex though, dude. I wish I had a Shadow Dragonite that I could build for Master League. Opponent full sends that superpower on a gamble play, and unfortunately can't take the win. Good game. We got a Landorus Therian form on the lead in the next game. This is a very tricky matchup because it gets that Stone Edge on 7 moves, which is just 1 turn before... Huh? Which is just 1 turn before the... Okay, never mind. That was 7. I can't count, dude. I can't count. Wait, no, that wasn't 7. That was like 9. What? Throw on 7, trainer. That's the timing. You gotta throw on 7. Anyway, Sacred Fire is gonna get the shield right back, which is totally fine. And now the opponent going... See, once again, timing, right? So, when you're playing against an Incinerate user and you're... Ooh, wait a minute. We gotta hit the button. Boom! Alright, this is a matchup where this is fine, okay? But if you're an Incinerate user, right, you're a 5-turn move. If your opponent, or if your opponent's Incinerate user 5 turns, and you have Mud Shot, which is 2 turns, you want to be throwing on 2, which will put you on turn 4, which is 1 turn before the Incinerate ends. Or you want to be throwing on 7, which is in the 3rd Incinerate, which is right before the 3rd Incinerate ends, on turn 14. You typically don't want to throw on 4 or 9, or yeah, 4 or 9, because that then gives the opponent 2 turns. And in the end, you might be saying to yourself, you know, Felrose, why does that matter? It's still not letting the opponent get one through. But over the course of those 2 moves, those 2 turns happening twice, that almost equates to a full free Incinerate by it being 4 turns. So it does add up. If you can change the timing, right? If you throw like on perfect timing against the Incinerate users, right? You go from giving them 4 free turns to only 2 if you throw on that 2 or 7. So it does add up. It definitely adds up, and it makes a difference. So that's why really practicing good timing and knowing when the optimal time to throw it against Incinerate especially is ideal. Now Landorus comes back in, and it's just going to get clapped by... And then the Dialga comes in and goes down to a Geomancy. Good game. I know I completely skipped like half of that game, but I'm hoping that mechanic talk helped. And if you're not sure even after that, consider coming to me for coaching. I do also do coaching on Metafy, as well as, you know, my Patreon and all that stuff too. But we cover move timing is one of the lessons that I cover. So if that's something that you think you would find interest, or you would find interest in getting better at, you know, consider hitting me up on Metafy so I can help you with that. Anyway, we're going to see the Xerneas come in here on the Dragonite, and the opponent comes in with a Melmetal. And Melmetal, we have to make sure they don't have that double Iron Bash, right? That really quick, spammy double Iron Bash could make short work of the Xerneas. So, close combat number 1 goes off. Breezy is going to go for the extra move, somehow sneaks a move in. I don't know if there was a 1-turn lag or something on the opponent's side, but shielding once in case it is, and the opponent gets to another move here. So, we're going to see Breezy let this one go because he knows it's just a rock slide. And he goes for 1. Oh, he could have thrown right away. And he probably should have in this case. But going for the back-to-back here is going to take rid of the Melmetal. Oh, he goes for another one. This is what I'm talking about. Taking every opportunity to get as much extra energy and damage as you can now allows Sir Breezy to come into this matchup and get to this Moonblast. This is a double resisted Dragon Claw, I'm pretty sure. And he gets to the Moonblast. If he... Oh, the 1-turn move takes him out. That's miserable. What I was going to say is, if he just threw the back-to-back close combat like that, then he wouldn't have been able to get to that Moonblast to get out rid of the Dragonite. But, unfortunately, they had 1 HP afterwards, so it didn't really end up mattering. But here comes a Mewtwo now. A Shadow Mewtwo at that. The D-Knight is super low. Gonna go for this Draco Meteor, but you gotta shield this up. It's a Shadow Mewtwo. I think that you either shield this, or you have to save the shield for the superpower, and I think it might have been actually better for Sir Breezy in this case to save the shield for the Dragonite, knowing that the opponent threw as quick as they did. It wasn't a Focus Blast, so that's not gonna do it, but you know what? It's an honorary Draco Meteor. Boom! We take those. Opponent going for the superpower. Doesn't quite KO those Dragon Breaths, dude! 1 HP. Oh my god, good game. Sir Breezy really showing some exceptional move timing in that game, though, for sure. And he's doing it in most of them too. And that's one of the things that he and I spent a lot of time on trying to master. So really proud to see that he's being able to take that. And once again, 4 Incinerates into this 3-turn move, landing on turn 20 as the opponent would get to 7 to be on turn 21. And now he can just continue to make very short work of this Lugia, as it has to go for the Aeroblast here. And it does, but Aeroblast is not going to do enough after that move. Now, that there was not as good timing, unfortunately, but I think he was just trying to go for that Sacred Fire when he gets there. Because you typically want to throw after 1 Incinerate, or, because it's turn 6, right? Or, yeah, turn 6, or you want to throw after 4 at turn 21. So, we're going to see the Sacred Fire get the shield off this Melmetal here before going down, saving the shield, has Xerneas with close combat. Double Iron Bash, though, on this Melmetal makes bringing that Xerneas in kind of risky, but Sir Breezy says, nah, dude, I'm doing it anyway. Tries to catch the double Iron Bash, but unfortunately is not able to do so as the opponent goes for even more energy, possibly now looking to rip off a superpower. And they have the superpower, so it's superpower double Iron Bash, and at this point, you gotta wonder if the opponent is gonna stay in even longer. I think after 2 superpowers, you gotta bail. But now, Draco Meteor's loaded on this Dialga. Does the Groudon decide to shield it? I don't know. Let's find out. I got the button ready. Oh, you robbed me. It could have happened. I was ready. Fire Punch not going to be enough to KO, but the Dragon Breaths are double debuffed now as the opponent's Groudon just farms all the way down. Now they're going to have to make a decision here. You just need 1 close combat for the Melmetal, and the Melmetal, I'm pretty sure, is completely dry. So we're going to go for as much energy as possible. Even though he throws on bad timing here, I like throwing on this count here because it prevents the opponent from even getting to a Fire Punch. And now going for the close combat, able to take it out, getting a text message, but we say get that message out of here. It don't matter. Close combat, boom, taking out the Melmetal. Good game. All right, getting into the next game, another Rhyperior on the lead. I wish I had a Rhyperior. I really wish I do. I haven't been playing this game in the time that we've had events with Rhydon or Rhyhorn. So I have like no XLs. I'm working on it though. I'm like halfway there now, thanks to this Kanto event that we had. After landing the move, immediately goes into Xerneas and hopes the opponent throws that breaking swipe, but they full send the Rock Wrecker, and anyone who isn't aware, Rock Wrecker is a busted move, dude. It's a Blast Burn clone. So like, that hurts, man. Going for the Moonblast here, opponent shields up and gets the attack drop. They may be very willing to just bail out now at this point, but opponent going for a charge move. This could be the Rock Wrecker, and it's a Rock Wrecker, but it's debuffed, and the opponent now comes in with Zacian. Breezy's going for the Moonblast here to try and get some damage off on this Zacian here. And it's going to be doing more than half. The opponent is going to have to throw a move. Breezy's saying, nah, I'm not taking this chance. I'm going for this damage. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing, right? If the opponent lives this, they could potentially try to farm down at this point, although they won't be able to. But instead of going for the Moonblast, going for the close combat, it gives the opponent an opportunity to farm up even more energy, which could be dangerous. Get the 9 again on the Incinerate. Dude, come on. This game sucks so bad. Fix this mechanics, man. He should not have had to take too much more than that. I mean, yes, okay, he should have taken that move regardless, but the Incinerate should have gone through. The opponent had enough energy for another charge move. That would have been ridiculous. Coming in a farm down the Rhyperior. What a ballsy play. And the opponent has Rayquaza in the back, and I'm pretty sure that Ho-Oh's got about enough energy to get to a Brave Bird. So this game looks like it's unlocked. You're going to get the shield one way or the other. Opponent shields up the move. Going to go for a breaking swipe most likely. You can easily no-shield this, farm down, save the shield for the Ho-Oh, get to that charge move. This is looking like a good game, and that is going to be it as it goes for the Brave Bird after one more Incinerate. Opponent making a Hail Mary play for the breaking swipe, and then the Brave Bird's going to go through, and that is going to be a good game here. Well played. Get it. Come on. Your opponent quit. Are you kidding me?
Boom!
Yes, we got him. Let's go. Very well done, Sir Breezy. Picking up a pretty awesome end of that set there. Picking up a 4-1 to climb further into the East territory. I think by now he's like 2,300 something. So he's climbed a lot with his team. Very strong team in the Master League here. And just once again, shout out to Sir Breezy for being an awesome, diligent student who really, really has made this journey his own and has come into his own as a very strong battler, playing with some of the top tier players at the end of the season. I noticed last season, the season before. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. And once again, check out the links in the description for the pinned comment for Patreon, Metafy, etc. Bye-bye.